Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wade and Carter Show. Ash, Brent, we are live from the Adson Offer Studio as we are every single morning. Glad you're joining us, whether you're on Magic, whether you're on the No Bull Network, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. We're glad you're here. And Katie Jackson, first one in this morning, along
Live
with
from
Ricky
Rancho
King and
County.
Torrin Bales.
That's a top flight leaderboard right there.
I agree. Wade and Carter Weather brought to you by the great folks at AT Deerland Hayfeed and Ranch Services.
I'm getting there.
Stop by and get everything you need for. They get a little bit of everything: dog food, cat food, rabbit food,
Deer food.
hay. If you need hay for your cattle, you can get
They've
that.
got baby chicks or ducks. They've got snake food. 77 degrees under
They
sunny
got rats.
snakes. If they have ducks, and 77 degrees under sunny skies in Victoria, Texas, heading to a high today of 96.
Nice.
It'll be 100 by lunchtime. You're consistently running. It's 77 here. What is it in Goodwill, Oklahoma?
Let me check and see. In Goodwill, Oklahoma, it is currently, I'm going to guess, in the 60s, 68.
It's interesting to me.
Heading to a high of 104.
In the big picture, you're just not that far away, but your weather, you're starting out 11 degrees cooler to end up 8 degrees hotter. Like you have I guess it's because you're further from the equator. I don't know.
Maybe so.
But you're what, 500 miles from me? A little over 600 maybe?
Close to 7, I think.
Yeah. It's interesting to me that is like, you could go in 700 miles, you could go from New York City to DC to Baltimore, Maryland. I mean, you can go from state to Arlington, Virginia, state to state to state. And yet in the great state of Texas, you have to go that far just to get barely into Oklahoma.
10 miles into Oklahoma.
So
that's it.
Well, I think the place to start, we'll come back to the fact that Wade and Carter, who typically gives you tomorrow's news today, we spent some time yesterday.
We spent some time yesterday. What? Uh-oh. And Brent is frozen now. He is. I've got him frozen as well. So we spent some time yesterday talking about the USS Abraham Lincoln and what's going on in and around Iran with them. If there's any Navy veterans who've been deployed, give us a call or comment. But it's starting to, this is starting to become a little bit of the talking points on some of the other morning shows that we peruse in the morning. And I think what this comes down to is the lowering of expectations, the lowering of standards within our military. And now you have, I didn't sign up for the Navy. I don't think I could spend 200 plus days on an aircraft carrier with 5,000 of my closest friends. But you signed up for it. And I was listening to a couple of guys talk this morning, and both veterans of the Iraq War and Middle East conflicts in the early 90s And both of them have said the same thing. We drank powdered milk. We used to get weekly provisions restocked or provisions restocked weekly. And then once we got deployed and actually into active combat, that all changed. But he said, so did the morale on the ship. We were all just kind of sitting around bored while we were just doing our regular maneuvers and training. And then once we knew we were going to war, he goes, it was on and we wanted it. Everything changed at that point. Katie Jackson says she did 2 carriers. What do you want to know? I mean, a couple of things with this. Are we talking just a couple of people that just wrote home to mom or were able to get on their, FaceTime and gripe about some things? And I think this is being blown out of proportion. By the way, I think that George Washington's heading over there now. But I don't know. I'd ask you to give Brent a call, Katie, and discuss it, but I don't think right now it seems like things are working on his end. But that's kind of my feeling on this. It seems to be a small number, and as you said, it's a small number of children who did not understand what they signed up for. And maybe that's on the recruiters who didn't do a very good job of explaining that before they signed the dotted line. But again, it hit me last night as I was reading more stories about this, and that I can't help but think that this is a result of the lowering of the bar So, I think Brent has reset everything. So I'm going to jump off of here and then rejoin him over there. So we'll see you in a second.